suddenly. It's like when you go outside and then just
Alright.
have to start running.
Just walk up on stage.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hey, thank you
Hello.
for coming. We are thank you. We are Lightyear Sisters. I'm Olivia,
I'm Selena.
and that's Jason, our adopted sister.
Well, this first song, we're gonna kick it off with Loner, and I'll tell you a little bit about it afterwards. I'm a bit of a loner. How do I get away from you? I don't want to be closer. Leave me be, I'm fine while I'm alone. Why do you try to get me to join your side? 'Cause I wanna hide. I don't wanna make any allies. I'm a bit of a loner. How do I get away from you? I don't want to be closer. Leave me be, I'm fine while I'm alone. Leave me to my fiction. I don't want your reality. Why do you try to get me to join your light? 'Cause I wanna hide. Your light is blinding my eyes. I'm a bit of a loner. Did my heart start to beat for you? Did I forget to breathe? I never knew you could be someone to me. When did my heart start to beat for you? Did I forget to breathe? This really can't be real, 'cause I swear I'm a loner. How do I get away from you? I don't want to be closer. Leave me be, I'm fine while I'm I picture myself under your sky. Don't know why. I picture myself under your sky. Don't know why. I pictured myself under your sky. I'm a bit of a loner. How do I get away from you? I don't want to be closer. Leave me be, I'm fine while I'm alone. Loner.
Thank you.
Thank you. A little bit about this song. I wrote it when I was in my junior or senior year of high school, and my best friend Olivia just moved away from me to go to college, and I went from being the youngest of 4 kids to an only child, pretty much. So it was lonely, but I think I learned who I was in those years. Just like being alone, I would take myself on self dates and like go to the playground, just like hang out there at like 8 p.m. or whatever. I was reading a manga called I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. And it's about this girl who has a pancreatic disease, and she like befriends someone before she dies, and he's like this dude who doesn't have any friends, so he's like, I don't want to be your friend, but now you're gonna die, so now I feel bad or whatever. So anyway, this came out of it. I was just sitting at school between classes at a bench by myself, and then just made a little voice memo, and eventually Loner came to be.
Okay, so I have a question around that.
Sure.
So between my classes, it was like maybe 5 minutes. Did you write this song in 5 minutes?
No. I I dual enrolled, so I was in college, yeah. But I think I had like an hour and a half or so. But the song definitely wasn't written in one sitting. The bridge came maybe a year later or something.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
So tell me about how you write together. How has that been for you? Because you're sisters.
It's interesting. Well, I first started writing when I took a college class. I mean, we kind of wrote music our whole lives, so we're very used to like just being in the same room together, and a phrase becomes a song, becomes a harmony, things like that. But we each had our own like individual journeys with songwriting. So when I was in college and I started writing and being very purposeful to write every single week and finishing the song every single week, that's when I started writing. And then she took the same class that I did. And so a few years later, she's doing the same thing I was doing. And eventually, we both had this huge portfolio of songs. And we really have written only a few songs together from start to finish. Most of them end up being, I want to come into the song you've created and I want to make it full. I want to add my harmonies. I want to add some piano and stuff like other instruments. But we always, whoever starts the song, like that's their song. And we're very adamant about that because when you have the inspiration and you've started it, it's like your baby. And so if you've started the song and I add to it anything that like she would say, oh, I don't like that harmony, it's her song. So I do what she says and vice versa.
Yeah. It's interesting when we incorporate multiple instruments into a song. For Loner, for example, I wrote that on piano. And then Olivia, once we came together, I was like, well, Olivia's needs to play piano on this song. So then I had to teach it to her. And then I wrote the bass line from there. But it's interesting, like some bass lines Olivia wrote on piano that I had to then learn on the bass.
I'd make her play very hard bass lines.
Yeah. And it's a song coming up, like, is a random part. It was a bass line I completely made myself, but there's like a random part that every time I play it, I'm like, oh yeah, Olivia had that idea. So yeah, from the start, there is a big contrast of whose song it is, but
our songs go together so well, though.
They do.
And that's, I think, when we realized that, it was like, this has to be a together thing. Like, they just, I mean, just looking at this EP that we're putting together, it's 2 of her songs and 3 of mine, and they feel like they're telling a complete story. Like, it now feels like one of the songs alone isn't the whole story, even though we wrote these individually at different walks of life. It just, they come together and they make the complete story. Like my song called Pancakes and her song called Breakfast at Midnight. And that wasn't purposeful, you know. It was something that the music did.
Yeah.
That God did. I don't know.
Yeah.
How did Jason get into your mix?
Oh yes.
This is
Jason.
actually interesting. So Selena and I were playing around with like having other people play with us because we wanted a full band, but what ended up happening is someone threw a gig at us and was like, hey, come play at this. And we're like, yeah, we have a full band. Like, of course we can come play. Like, we don't want to say no to this first opportunity. And Jason had been playing with me in another group, and we'd only really played with each other like 1 or 2 times in a rehearsal. And so I just randomly reached out to him. I was like hoping that I was contacting the right person too, because like I really didn't know this guy, but I was just like, hey, we have this gig and we need a drummer, and then he was just like, yeah. So we just like did a rehearsal, we did that gig, and then after that it was like, let's keep doing this.
And the drummer you had before this was I was like, oh, so who's your drummer before this? Because they had some recordings with another drummer. I was like, is like a friend? Or like, oh, it's this guy named Fred.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually a pretty prolific drummer in the Pensacola community. He plays he's a professional drummer. And it's like, oh, I know Fred. So it's like, oh yeah, he's definitely really busy. So,
yeah, and as it turns out, he's also the one who was encouraging us to write music in college because he was teaching that class. So yeah, big full circle moment.
Now he's our sister.
Yeah, well, we came up with that because people are like, is this your dad? Or like, is this your uncle? And we're like, no, this is Lightyear Sisters. This is our sister.
I actually have no memory of meeting Jason. I have no idea.
I think you just
we
showed
just
up
had
for
a band rehearsal, and then I was like, hey, what's going on? I don't ever remember being like, I don't know this person. Let me get to know this person.
Yeah.
It just was very easy, and yeah.
So this next song called And I Fall, it really just was started with me wanting to explore different ways to play seventh chords and just liking the way it sounded. And slowly it became a song. And then it ended up being kind of a crowd favorite because I think people can really resonate with it. And I use a little bit of fairy tale type like metaphors, sort of just like trying to put something in there that's a little bit, what's the word, like mystical about it, but it's more about like betrayal, and I see that theme a lot in different like old mythology and stuff like that. So it's not super blatant that's like, oh, this is about the Grimm's brothers or whatever, but it's just like little hints of it in there, so if you notice it. And I think people really like this song because of how simple it is, because sometimes I try to write a little complicated, and this one's like a pleasant one, so I hope you enjoy it.
Simple lyrics.
Yeah.
Smart.
I played right into your head while you played right into my heart. Thank you. All right. Part of the reason I like to play that one is because it's not as involved on the piano as some of my other songs. So I can just close my eyes and I can just hear the meaning and feel the meaning and express it. And I really enjoy that. I think one day we want to have other people playing the instruments so that we can just fully express the songs and their meaning without the distractions. And yeah.
And I like that just because I don't get to play historically with brushes. And when I have played with brushes in the past, I've never really liked the outcome. And that's one of the first songs I've ever played where I really like the brushwork. So that's why I like that song.
It's pretty.
Okay, we're gonna do a fun song.
This one is called Breakfast at Midnight. It was started around the similar time. This was a direct assignment from Fred Domulo, actually. He gave me certain syllables to fill for every verse and chorus, so this one came out pretty poppy because of it. This one is about it's about a group of friends I found in college, high school, college. I was the only one in my school who joined the show choir madrigals kind of dance scene there. We had a bunch of really late night performances, and sometimes it would be like 3 in a week. And then we'd go to Waffle House right afterwards. And I would like be driving home at 1 a.m. or something, which was crazy for me as like a 16-year-old who just got my license. So this one's about those moments when you're with friends and then perhaps when they are gone later in life, because some friendships are a little temporary. Where do the stars go when the sun comes in? Feelings still fade away the Milky Way. Below the moonlight, beneath the deep blue sky, you look at me with smiling eyes, a sweet aroma, a hint of cinnamon, the neon lights flickering. We can order that breakfast at midnight, night, 'cause I'm not alone. Ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-dum, ba-dum, 'cause I'm not alone. Ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-dum. Oh, breakfast at midnight. The sun is melted, the moon is peeking through the constellations. See that I'm here with you. I never noticed the way that your eyes glow like candlelight with memories from long ago. We can order that breakfast midnight, night, 'cause I'm not alone. Ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-dum, ba-dum, 'cause I'm not alone. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-dum.
thanks to John Jinks. We just recorded that 2 days ago, right?
Each week I have a new favorite for me. For each session.
Yeah, it's so cute. I really enjoy listening to them all.
Yay!
Thank you.